Hi, dear. And in the last lecture, we have discussed regarding the S-block elements. So today, in this lecture, we are going to discuss about P-block elements. P-block elements. So, group which elements are present? So, group number 30 to 18. 30 to 18. They are called as P-block elements. Okay. So, what is P-block elements? The elements in which last electron enters into p subcell of main cell. Okay, so p subcells are called as P-block elements, or the elements in which last electrons enter into p subcell of valence cell or outermost cell. They are called as a what? P-block element. The general electronic configuration. General configuration is NP1 to 6, NS2, NP1 to 6. This is what general electronic configuration for P-block element. What is general electronic configuration? General electronic configuration for P-block element. This is the case. So the elements from group 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18, they are collectively called as a P-block element, and the electronic configuration is NS2, NP6. Okay, so in this block, as we discussed, group 16, they are called as chalcogens. Group 17, they are called as halogens. And group 18, this is group 17, and group 18, they are called as a noble gases or rare elements. Okay, so if we consider the properties of this P-block elements, okay, so if you try to discuss or if you try to study this properties of P-block elements, they are somewhat opposite to that of S-block. Okay, so what are those? The first one is ionization energy, enthalpy on ionization energy. Ionization enthalpy is higher than S-block. इसका आयोनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी जो है एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड टू रिमूव एन इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्रॉम आइसोलेटेड गैस स्टेट एटम, it is higher than that of S block elements. Second, now ionization enthalpy is high. It suggests that the most of compounds of compounds of p block elements, they are covalent. What type of bonding it is? Covalent type of bonding. Okay, then oxidation state. Okay, oxidation states are variable. Okay, so what is oxidation state? What it means? Oxidation state. What it suggests? The charge present on an atom in a compound. The charge present on an atom in a compound is called as oxidation state. For example, what you were saying, NaCl. Okay, so Na is plus charge, Cl is minus charge. So in this compound, the oxidation state of Na is plus 1, and in this that of chlorine is minus 1. Okay, so whatever charge present on the atom in a compound, it is called as oxidation state or oxidation number, and the p block elements show variable oxidation states. What is meant by variable? Variable means they are showing more than one oxidation state. Means they may show +1, +2, +3 like that. Okay, or -1, -2, -3, -4 like that. A single element shows more than one oxidation states. Okay, the fourth one, oxidizing nature. Oxidizing nature or oxidizing property increases oxidizing nature increases from left to right in periods. What happens whenever you move from group number 13 to 18, or just consider up to 17? Okay, because this is normal cases, they are not going to take part in the chemical reactions. So whenever you move from group 13 to 17, in any of the period, it is observed that oxidizing nature of an element increases. Okay, and whenever we move in the group, what happens? In the group, reducing nature increases. What happens? Reducing nature increases. Nature increases from top to bottom. Okay, so whenever you move in the group number 13, for example, this is boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, and tantalum. So as we move from top to bottom, this is what? Strong reducing agent. Okay, what we get? A strong reducing nature element or a strong reducing agent. Why? Because reducing nature increases from top to bottom. ऊपर से नीचे वाला इफेक्ट क्या मिलेगा? नीचे वाला इफेक्ट आपको स्ट्रॉन्ग रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट मिलेगा. ओके, वैसे आप क्या करोगे कि अगर आप इस पीरियड में मूव करते हो, जैसे जैसे आप लेफ्ट से राइट पे जाओगे, वैसे वैसे आपको क्या मिलेगा? स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट. स्ट्रॉन्ग क्या मिलेगा? ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट मिलेगा. ठीक है, तो This is regarding the p block. What it is? The elements in which last electron entered into p orbital or p subcell is called as p block element, and group 16 are called as chalcogen, 17 halogen, 18 noble gases. Ionization enthalpy higher than s block, most compound covalent, oxidation state variable, oxidizing nature increases from left to right, reducing nature increases from top to bottom. Why this is so? Okay, why this is so? Why reducing character increases? Why reducing nature increases? Because this p block contains both metal and non-metal. Metal and non-metals, both type of elements are present in the p block, and that's why these kind of properties shown by what this p block. Now this p block element and s block element, except group 18, except group 18, the p block and s block element, that is group number 1, 2, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17, okay, are called as representative elements. They are also called as main group elements. They are also called as normal elements. Okay. So they collectively called as what it is? Representative elements. Now we will move for the next group. Okay. Next block. Okay. And next type of elements. So the block is D block. What it is? D block element. D block element. So in this D block, which groups are given? Group number 3 to 12 elements. Group number 3 to 12 elements are called as D block elements. They are called as what? D block elements. Okay, and what is the definition for this? We can write the elements in which last electron enter into penultimate. What is meant by penultimate? Last but one. Penultimate D subcell. Penultimate D subcell are called D block elements. So whenever electron enter into what it is penultimate D subcell, then it is called as what? D block element. This penultimate, what we can write over here? This is nothing but n minus 1D. Penultimate cell, which penultimate? N minus 1D subcell. Okay. So n minus 1D subcell. So what is n? N is principal quantum number. Okay. Or in the periodic table, what it represents is equal to period number. Or principal quantum number of valency cell, or we can say it as outer cell. Okay, so whenever electron enters into penultimate n-1d subcell, then the elements are called as d block elements. Okay, and what is penultimate n-d? Okay, last but one cell. Okay, last but one cell, where n is equal to what? It is the principal quantum number of valency cell. So whatever the number of valency cell, we have to minus 1. Then in that d orbital the electron is going to enter. They are also called as transition elements or transition metals. Why they are called as transition metal? Because properties of these elements from group 3 to 12, properties are in between S and P block. Whatever the properties S block and P block are showing, the properties of this D block are intermediate in between these two extremely right and left block, and that they are called as what? Transition means bridging. So if you observe the structure of periodic table, this is like this. The structure of periodic table is like this. This is the bridge. This is what? This is the bridge which is joining S and P block, and this bridge is called as what? D block, or it is also called as transition elements. There is another definition for transition elements, transition metal. Okay, so what it is? The elements in which n-1d orbital or subcell is incompletely filled. So those elements which having incompletely filled n-1d orbital, n-1d subcell are called as transition elements. Now we go for the properties of these elements. Okay, some of the properties of these elements, and then we will move forward. What it is? Next thing. So what are the properties of these elements? Again, they are hard. Okay, all they are metals, and they are hard, malleable. What it is? Malleable, ductile metals having high melting point and boiling point. They are very high melting point and boiling point. Why? Because they are hard in nature. Okay, they are hard. They are malleable. They can be converted into sheets by hammering. Whenever you hammer the metal, they get converted into what? Sheet. That is called as malleability. They are ductile. They can be drawn into wire. Okay, so they are ductile. Then they are good conductor of heat and electricity. Second property, we know that metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Electric current. Okay. Then third point, what we are discussing S and P block. Ionization, enthalpy, ionization energy. Ionization enthalpy is between what it is? It is between S and P block. So whatever energy they require, okay, it is in between the S and P block. Okay. Then the next one, they show variable oxidation state like P block. They show variable oxidation states. Variable oxidation states. Variable oxidation state. So they are electropositive in nature because they are metal. Okay, they always loses electron. They showing always positive oxidation states. They form both ionic and covalent compounds. Both ionic and covalent compounds. Covalent compounds are formed by them. They form ionic as well as covalent compounds. So both type of compounds are possible. They form or they produce colored compounds and complexes. Okay, so D block elements are capable to form complexes. They are capable to form simple compounds. Okay, and these compounds are colored in nature. They are what? Color. They are characteristic color. They have a particular color. Particular metal shows particular color of compound. Okay, or with particular ion gives particular color. Most of them are used as a catalyst. What is catalyst? Catalyst is any substance which increases the rate of chemical reaction. So most of the metals, most of the D block elements, they have a capacity to increase or they have a capacity to alter the rate of reaction, and that's why they are acting as a catalyst. And finally, the last one, the eighth one, they form alloy. What is alloy? Alloy is homogeneous solid solution of two or more metals. It is called as alloy, and alloy is prepared to increase the fundamental properties or to increase the properties of a metal. Properties of a metal or properties of a particular substance. Okay, so these are some properties regarding the D block elements. Now this D block elements. Okay, so what we have studied? We have studied definition. We have studied another one name for a D block element, and we have studied some properties of D block elements. Now this D block element, the D block elements, they are further classified. Okay, so they are not collectively studied as a D block. We can study them as a collectively as a D block elements, but for further simplification, or by studying the properties, the trait in the properties, they are classified into four different series. The first series 3D subset. This is also called as a 3D series, which consists elements from scandium atomic number 21 to zinc atomic number 30. Okay, while the second series, which is also called as 4D series, okay, and it consists element from yttrium to cadmium, okay, which having atomic number 39 to 48. The third series, which is also called as 5D series. Now the names are given as per the electron enters into the subset. Okay, so it consists elements. The first one is lanthanum, that is La, having atomic number 57. And then from hafnium to Hg, having atomic number 80, and this one is 72 to 80. So 9 and 10 elements. Okay. And the fourth series, which is also called as 60 series. It consists elements actinium, having atomic number 80, 84, 85, 86. Having atomic number 89, then Rutherfordium to Cn 118, and this is I think 104. Okay, so these are the 4 different series in which these d block elements are classified. Okay, so we can write the general electronic configuration for each and every series. The general electronic configuration for this, it is 4s1 to 2, 3d 1 to 10. Okay, for this it is 5s1 to 2, 4d 1 to 10. For this it is 6s0 to 2, 5d 1 to 10. Okay, likewise for this 7s2 or 1 to 2, 6d 1 to 10. Okay, so these are the series in which the d block elements are further classified for the simplification of study. So the 3D series or the first series, which is also called as 3D series. Why it is called as 3D series? Because last electron enters into 3D subset. In this 4D, in this 5D, in this 6D, and from that we have given the name of the series. Okay. So the remaining part, that is F block, we will discuss in the next lecture. Okay. So thank you.